Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. Brought to you today by the guys from U to B, of course, the makers of these Arsenal-inspired T-shirts. I've got one on here. Make sure you check it out. The link is in the description. Getting straight into it, first of all, let's say a big congratulations going out to Bayern Munich for winning the Champions League. Well deserved. I remember a couple of weeks ago, when we were doing our predictions for it, I predicted that they'd win it. I remember Troops went for City. I went for Bayern Munich just because I remember seeing them play Chelsea and they're just a complete team. And it was a really intriguing game. Maybe not as exciting as we all thought, thinking that, Bayern and PSG playing together is going to be strictly attacking, kind of cancel themselves out a bit. But it was the bits of quality that Bayern showed that won them the game. And congratulations going out to them. And of course, a winner's medal in the game for Philippe Coutinho. There you can see him there with his Champions League medal. What a crazy season for him. Rejected by Barcelona, sent out on loan to Bayern Munich, and he ends up winning the Champions League, which is probably what he was bought in to do for £140 million. When he moved from Liverpool to Barcelona. And of course, there was a lot of Liverpool fans ribbing him last year, saying, if you'd have stayed at Liverpool, you'd have won the Champions League. Well, he's won it anyway. He's sort of done it a weird way, not at the club he went to do it, but he has done it. He's won a Champions League medal, and he's going to forever have that in his collection. Of course, he came off the bench last night, and that was his last game for Bayern Munich. We all know that he's going to be moving back to Barcelona, because he was only on Bayern Munich on loan for the season. But what happens now? Where is he going to have his future? Will it be at Barcelona? Of course, they've changed manager. Ronald Koeman's come in and he said it's going to be a clean slate for everybody there. And that he's looking at certain players. Or will he go out again on loan? Now, if he does go out again on loan, Arsenal are very, very interested. He's very interested. And from what I've heard, interested, would love to come and play in London. For me, even in the cameos you've seen him, he's come off the bench literally in all of the games in those Champions League games since they've been in that sort of lockdown bubble. And in every game he's come on, he's looked good. Remember he scored 2 goals as well against Barcelona. For me, he would be an excellent addition to Arsenal's team. He can play in that number 10 role. He can play out wide, and we know that he's got a great shot on him, and he scores goals from midfield, which is something that we really, really lack. His future's going to be sorted out. He was asked about it after the game last night, and he said that, listen, all I know is I'm going back to Barcelona. I'm going to work hard. That's all he kept saying. I'm just going to put it in. I'm going to work hard. That he did not say or did not commit himself to Barcelona, because he knows nobody knows the situation there. Not even Messi at the moment. So even he seems to be in doubt there, which is the craziest thing ever. But nobody knows what's going to happen to him. He could end up staying at Barcelona, or he could be back out on another loan. And if he is out on another loan, for me, Arsenal need to, grab him up as quickly as possible. But we'll find out what's going to happen with that one, I think, over the next few weeks, whether he stays or whether he moves on, and how deep is Arsenal's interest. As I said, Arsenal are interested in him, but it wouldn't be cheap to get it done. What happens with a lot of these really, really top players when they go out on loan is not just that you pay a big proportion of their wages, but a lot of times the clubs want a loan fee as well. And that can be the real sticking point, because there's a lot of clubs, they don't want to pay these big loan fees. Almost like you bought a player. If you end up paying like £20 million and it's only one season, sometimes you may as well have gone out there and bought a player outright. So let's see how that one turns out. But Coutinho now, there's going to be a lot of interest around him, because, as I said, he didn't just sit on the bench. He done well, came on all the time and made an impact. Another player who played last night was this guy, Thiago Alcantara, should I say. He was brilliant as well. His pass for that winning goal was brilliant. He sort of plays in that sort of deep position. He is a brilliant, brilliant player. Really underrated as well. All the fans of Bayern know what he does. That's why they're really, really going to miss him. He's got 1 year left on his contract. He is leaving. Bayern said to want anything from about 25 to 30 million pounds for him. Now, the favourites to sign him are Liverpool. And if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd be wanting him to sign him after seeing his performances in recent weeks. But Arsenal have said to have registered an interest as well. Now, he would be perfect for Arsenal. If Ceballos doesn't come back on that low move, he would be perfect in that sort of deep lying midfield role where, excellent pass of the ball, works really hard. I mean, the pressing that Bayern Munich does is unbelievable. And he's one of the main guys there who sort of initiates that. He would be perfect for Arsenal. The age goes against him. The fact that he's 29, that is one thing that does really go against him. I think if he was any younger than that, number one, he wouldn't be leaving Bayern. And number two, if he was, it would probably be double, the price of what they're asking for him. But he is available. But Liverpool are the favourites. But if he doesn't go to Liverpool, should Arsenal try and swoop, even at that price, and try and get him? It'd be really interesting to see. But as I said, Arsenal have registered an interest. How much of an interest, we will find out. Now, of course, the one that looks like we should be hearing about is Gabriel. A lot of people suggesting that could be announced today. Other people saying he's getting his medical done today. Could be announced tomorrow. Could be, who knows? It's going to get announced. It looks he has chosen to sign for Arsenal, a deal rising to around about 27 million. The talk is that he's having his medical today, as I said. It's a big coup for Arsenal. Very sought after. It was amusing me yesterday that the Manchester United fans are going into meltdown over Ed Woodward for not signing Gabriel. They really wanted Gabriel at Manchester United. So again, as I say, it's a big coup. Napoli, they targeted him as their number one target to take over from Koulibaly. And for me, Koulibaly is a brilliant player. Anybody who they're targeting to take over from him, has got to be a player. And certainly I remember when we had Adam White from Get French Football News on, he was singing his praises. He is still only young, but he's a player for the future in that centre-back role. I'm glad to see that Arsenal are addressing this centre-back role now in the right way. Two young, up-and-coming stars in Gabriel and Saliba, who, will be hopefully the guys that take us forward in that position in years to come. But hopefully it should get announced today. There were sort of rumours going around that could the whole COVID-19 thing kind of affect this deal and other deals at the moment? Because, of course, France is one of those countries now that if you're coming in from, you've got to quarantine for 14 days. I don't know if this will affect this deal because obviously he's over there in Lille. Will they go over there to do the medical? What will happen if we did sign him? Does he have to wait 14 days before he can start training with his teammates? And I'm really confused on it. I don't know what the definitive answer to that is, but hopefully we should get news on that today or tomorrow that Gabriel will be signing for Arsenal, and that would be a major coup. Arsenal also linked today with Malang Sarr. Now, how many more centre-backs are we going to have? We've got about 8 or 9 centre-backs at the club. I mean, the biggest task for Arsenal is going to be offloading a lot of players this summer. I'm telling you that because it's all right. We're all talking about buying this guy and buying that guy, but we've got a lot of players in our squad, and particularly a lot of centre-backs. And we're linked again today with Malang Sarr. I've been linked with him before. He's a free agent, was at Nice, playing for Patrick Vieira and did really, really well, but his contract's run out. Still only 21. Now, the Daily Mail reporting today that Arsenal have registered an interest in the centre-back. As I said, played under Patrick Vieira. Vieira sings his praises, really does rate him. Been linked with a lot of other clubs. Barcelona are one of the clubs he's linked with. Atalanta, Torino, Fiorentina, all of those clubs interested in his signature. I can't see Arsenal, not another centre-back. I know we need centre-backs. We don't need every centre-back going, and I just can't see it. But the links are out there today, and that's what we do on the show. We tell you about the links, but on this one, Malang Sarr, I really, really doubt it. Rob Holding still being linked heavily to Leeds. I was looking on some of the sort of Leeds forums, and they're quite confident that this is going to get done. Of course, Leeds, they wanted to keep on Ben White, who they had on loan from Brighton last season. But Brighton said to want like 40, 50 million for him. Jesus, right? Which they're never going to get. They've turned their attentions to Rob Holding. Will Arsenal keep Rob Holding or will they move him out? As I said, look at how many centre-backs we have at the moment. What's going to happen with Rob Holding? Socrates, Mavropanos, Mustafi, Callum Chambers. That's 5 guys, as well as you got, Saliba, we just bought in. We bought in Mari. We're about to bring in Gabriel. 8 centre-backs, David Luiz is there. We've given him a contract. That's 9. So something's going to have to give in that area. Some people are going to have to be moving out. I'd say Arsenal will be looking to keep probably, I forgot Socrates as well, but probably looking to keep 5 centre-backs. 5 is the ideal. You've kind of got 4 plus cover. Rob Holding, I don't know. I'm still torn on this, man. I'm still torn on. I like Rob Holding. I really do. He's the sort of guy that I could see going to Leeds and then doing really, really well. And then we're like regretting it. I'm just a bit, I don't know. I really don't know. He's had a long time at Arsenal. He's been very unfortunate with injuries, but every time he's been injury-free, he's looked good. Certainly, if he did move on, he'd do well at another club. I'm sure of it. It'd be a big profit for Arsenal. I think they only paid about 2 million when they bought him in. It could be that he's going to be on his way out, but should he be? Love to hear from you guys in the comments. And Mikel Arteta also looking to make some shake-ups in the backroom staff. Now, of course, we all know that Freddie Ljungberg announced that he's leaving the club to pursue management in his own right. Now, looks like there's going to be a bit of a shake-up in the backroom staff. Now, this is an interesting one, that Mikel Arteta looking to bring back Arsenal legend Dennis Bergkamp. Wow, that would be huge if he brought him back for the morale of the club. Of course, Bergkamp, absolute legend at the club. Was at Ajax as assistant manager. Previously, he's not there anymore. It would be I think that'd be a great move to bring Dennis Bergkamp back to the club. Of course, he's got a statue outside the club, and he's an absolute legend. Replacing one legend in Ljungberg with Bergkamp. And of course, as I said, Bergkamp, it's not like you're just bringing in someone who doesn't know his stuff. He was assistant manager at Ajax. I think that would be a great coup. He's also looking at the moment at bringing in Andreas Gorgson, who's at Brentford at the moment. And Arteta thinking of bringing him to add to the coaching staff. Gorgson last season was a real set piece specialist at Brentford. And of course, Brentford plays some brilliant style and brilliant brand of football there in the Championship. And again, that looks like that would be quite an exciting addition. So forward-thinking moves there by Mikel Arteta. Let's see if that one happens. But certainly I'll be, to involve Bergkamp would be brilliant. That's one of the things that Arsene Wenger was often criticised for in his management. It always used to be, why are you not bringing in some of these guys that were winners? Why are they not involved more? Or they'd be involved, but it's like you could see they had nothing, they had no say. But it was always really baffled me how he never involved a lot of the invincible players, that had that strong winning mentality. So to have somebody like Bergkamp back at the club for me that'd be brilliant. Anyway, those are the rumours today. Could Gabriel be signing on? I think we'll find out. If not today, over the next couple of days. But it's going to be a big coup for Arsenal. Thanks for watching the show, and we'll be back tomorrow. Robbie here from AFTV. We just got to say a big thank you to everybody who follows us across our various channels. Over 1 million followers on YouTube. Don't forget, you can now also catch us on Reddit. We're on Reddit, so get involved with us on Reddit and also on TikTok. Keep it AFTV, baby, right here.